On this International Pride Day, we are celebrating the LGBTQ community with the story of someone using her voice to share who she really is. Now, you might not know the name Bernie Wagenblast, but for millions of New Yorkers and visitors to New York, her voice is very famous and familiar. Take a listen.
There is a local 2 train to Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn College, approaching the station.
That's Wagenblast, and Wagenblast is also a transgender woman. And for our series Note to Self, she writes to her 18-year-old self, someone who had not yet transitioned. And she writes from where else? The New York City Transit Museum.
Dear Bernie, you are about to graduate high school. The dream you've had since 5th grade of being on the radio is going to come true in less than a year. An adventure lies before you, but a secret is holding you back. Radio is your passion, but it will also distract you from that constant desire you've had from your earliest memories, the wish you had been born a girl. I know why you've kept this part of you hidden all these years. You're afraid what sharing it will mean. It seems as if there is no way you can live what you see as a normal life. Your career in broadcasting would never get off the ground, and you fear you'd be condemned to a life of loneliness. In just a few years, you will start to share who you really are, but in very limited ways. The first person you will tell will be a college girlfriend, but shortly afterward, she will break up with you, confirming your deepest fears. The next person will be the woman you marry. You feel you must tell her your secret before you ask her to spend the rest of her life with you. It's the most terrifying conversation you've ever had. You're almost sure she will break off the relationship, but after you shed many tears, she will tell you she still loves you and that you can stay together as long as this remains a secret between the two of you. I know it seems impossible from your vantage point in the mid-1970s to believe this, but the world will change, and people like you will become more visible and accepted. They will be stars on television and in films. They will be elected to office or play sports. They will also be everyday people doing everyday jobs. You will become friends with many of these people. A new word will be used to describe people like us: transgender. I know you've often asked yourself and God why you have this burden. What purpose does it serve? It will take decades for you to get an answer to that question, but it will finally be revealed to you. You will be able to use who you are as an example to help others. In the years ahead, you will meet and talk with other transgender people. They will help you not feel so alone. They will help you better understand yourself. Listen and learn from them. Your sense of humor will also help you handle your emotions. You'll find what's funny in everyday life, and that will allow you to make yourself and others smile. You'll also see how the universe seems to have a sense of humor. For example, you'll discover that due to a typo on your birth certificate, you've always been registered as a female. You don't know it yet, but there's this thing called a podcast. Consider it a modern form of radio that will allow you to do interviews and share it worldwide. It will help your voice reach so many more people, to share your story and let others know they are not alone. One day, millions of people will know your voice.
It's moderate going through Queens. I'm Bernie Wagenblast.
It will be used in places that you can't even imagine.
There is a local 3 train to Newlots Avenue approaching the station. Please stand away from the platform edge.
It won't be until 2017 that you finally take steps to live on the outside how you've always felt on the inside. You'll see others who have transitioned. A final push will come when a friend helps you to attend a support group event as your true self. Your fear of being a laughingstock will disappear, and you'll realize you can do this. When you do transition, it will bring great happiness, but it will also cause pain. Your 4 decades-long marriage will come to an end. However, many friends, neighbors, and colleagues will support you. You'll return to your high school and tell a group that includes a former teacher and current students who you are. Believe it or not, they will applaud and congratulate you. For the first time in your life, you will be comfortable in your own skin. Throughout life, you've had to deal with bullies. When hatred makes you upset, think of all you've accomplished in life and the good you are doing to help others. Remember, the only person's actions you are responsible for are your own. If there is one final bit of advice that I can offer, it is to trust yourself. If you are true to yourself and care for others, you won't go wrong. You will make mistakes and have trials along the way, but they will teach you. Never give up hope. You will eventually live that life you've always hoped for, and you will thrive.